Alright, you birds, here it is. It's a left-hand drive Honda CRV. This is the year 2000. Oh, a penny. That's good luck. And it ran perfectly for about 5 years, coming up on 250,000 miles. I haven't done anything but put gas in it. And it started, bump the key, off you go. And the other day I drove to town about 3 miles, turned the car off, went in the store for 15 minutes, came out, and nothing. Absolutely. You turn the key, and it turns fine, but the dash lights, no dash lights, but the door dings when you open it up, and the headlights are bright. So obviously the battery's good, no dash. Obviously this has told the computer somewhere to shut the car off. And after hours and hours and hours of YouTubing, I finally found one guy, and he was a British guy, so his rig was right-hand drive, but he made an excellent video, and I'm going to include the thing. And now, here's the fuel pump, main pump thing. This tests out fine for continuity. It goes in here in the door. Oh, so back to my story. Right, sorry, I'm not good at this. Anyway, so we go, I sit there in the parking lot, and go through the routine, jiggle the wires, check the battery voltage, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, this guy, this British guy, he says that and anyway, when you turn the key, it actuates a long rod that is just turning this little thing here. And this white thing sells, for anywhere between $40 and $500. That's the one I got. Beck Arnley ignition switch 201 1794. $40 online. It's going to cost about $80 because I'm going to get it the day after tomorrow. I've got to go somewhere. I do have other transportation, but this tests fine for continuity all around. It's been an incredibly reliable and service-free car for many years. But you can see all this loom under here has been dicked with and hacked into and modified, etc. And here's, and I didn't have to do any of this. I thought I'd be able to test the key, and we'll see how this goes. We'll keep you posted. So there's that. There's the master pump relay, which checks out fine, but it smells stinky, so that could be the deal. But this guy that has the switch video, it was the only one that mentioned, hey, the dashboard was dead black, no lights at all on the dashboard, no what is that, ABS or any of that. So that's an indicator. Everybody else, hundreds of videos, oh, check your battery, do this, but nothing that matched my conditions, which are specific. No dash lights, good battery. And then 10 minutes later, the car starts up and I drive home. And I think, So I get a different battery and a bigger battery, a newer battery, and drive the next day. And the car stops about 2 miles from my house at a stop sign. And I jiggle the wires. And finally, about 10 minutes later, the car starts up and I drive home. So then I start looking online, buying, ordering parts, etc. Somebody had obviously been hit before. One of the side effects of this that I did not realize was that this thing here had been shoved over and it was sucking, and the air cleaner box was full of pine needles, sand, you name it. How this thing ever ran at all is beyond me. Now, I've just got this out. You have to take all that airbox rubbish out of the way in order to get at this. And now inside, you can see this shameful mess in here. I don't know what that brown stuff is. It is not good. This is obviously well worn. So I'm guessing I'm going to made in Japan. And this guy that I bought it from had service records, for years and years and years. So, okay, it looks like we're in the right place. This screw should be accessible down here. And here's some corrosion here. And inside there should be some some ignition module that people say, oh, that can go bad in your heat problem, that, you know. So there's a whole bunch of symptoms which kind of correlate, but not all of them tick all the boxes kind of thing. So anyway, I'm going to work on this. I just thought if anybody else this is so bad and so wrong that it's a miracle this thing started. And it gives me, this is the two-wheel, year 2000, it gives me, and I've measured this about 15 times, a consistent 25 miles to the gallon. And I don't, there's about every 6 weeks, I'll make a 80-mile freeway run, and the rest of the time it drives about 80 miles a month. So there's that to consider. But it looks like I'm in the market for some service parts at this point. But that says up. Now there's some deflection. This looks real new to me, and these markings are all obviously new. The guy that I bought this from swore that this timing belt thing had been replaced professionally, and looks like that's true.